Could the vegetables on your plate be silently damaging your nerves and increasing foot numbness? You may be unknowingly eating foods that make tingling, cramping, and burning sensations worse. Let's uncover the 3 common vegetables that can harm your nerves and what to eat instead for healing. Would you eat a vegetable that quietly damages your nerves, blocks blood flow to your feet, and makes numbness worse every single day? The truth is, millions of people do, and most of them have no idea. In this video, you'll discover the 3 most common vegetables that can worsen nerve pain, numbness, and circulation issues in your feet, especially if you're over 50. Let's get into it. Foot numbness isn't just annoying, it's often a warning sign, a red flag from your nervous system. Whether it's tingling, burning, or that heavy dead leg feeling, it can signal serious issues like diabetic neuropathy or poor circulation. Many people think the cause is sugar or lack of exercise, and that's true. But what if certain healthy vegetables are quietly making things worse? New research shows that common vegetables in your daily meals could be contributing to nerve inflammation, mineral deficiencies, and even increased pain sensitivity. And for seniors, that means fewer warning signs before real nerve damage begins. Let's break down the 3 vegetables to avoid and what to eat instead. 1. Potatoes. The blood sugar bombshell. Let's begin with a vegetable that's likely on your dinner plate at least once a week, maybe more. Potatoes, mashed, baked, roasted, fried, comfort food at its finest. They're hearty, familiar, and deceptively harmful for your nerves. Now you might be thinking, but potatoes are vegetables, aren't they healthy? Here's the truth. Potatoes are extremely high in starch, and your body quickly breaks that starch down into glucose. That spike in blood sugar might feel harmless at first, but over time it creates a storm of inflammation and oxidative stress that attacks the smallest, most fragile nerve endings in your body, especially in your feet. This isn't just theory. A 2015 pilot study found that people with diabetic neuropathy who switched to a low glycemic diet experienced an average reduction of 8.2 points in nerve pain measured on the McGill Pain Questionnaire. That's not a minor drop. It's the kind of difference that lets you sleep through the night again. Have you ever had a burning or tingling feeling in your toes after dinner? Or maybe your feet feel slightly numb before bed, but you brush it off. If that meal included mashed potatoes, French fries, or baked russets, it's not just coincidence. It's your body sending a signal. The challenge is that potatoes aren't sweet, so most people don't associate them with high blood sugar. But gram for gram, a large baked potato can spike your glucose levels as fast as a slice of white bread or a sugary soda. And if you already have prediabetes, diabetes, or poor circulation, these spikes accelerate nerve damage, often silently. So, what can you do instead? Swap out potatoes for cauliflower mash. It has the same comforting texture, but it's low on the glycemic index and rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. Your nerves and your blood sugar will thank you. If you're someone who eats potatoes almost daily, you don't need to eliminate them overnight. Start small, try 1 swap this week. Pay attention to how your feet feel the next morning. And next we'll look at a vegetable that's often considered heart healthy, but may quietly be irritating your nerves from the inside out. Stay with me. 2. Tomatoes. Acidic nerve irritants. Now, here's one that catches most people off guard. Tomatoes. They're in everything. Salads, soups, sandwiches, pasta. You've probably been told they're good for you. And yes, they are rich in vitamin C, lycopene, and antioxidants. But there's a side most people never hear about, especially when it comes to nerve health. Tomatoes belong to a group of plants called nightshades, and nightshades produce a compound called solanine. Solanine is a natural defense chemical in the plant. It keeps insects away. But in the human body, it can do something very different. For people with existing inflammation, nerve damage or autoimmune conditions, soline can irritate nerve endings and disrupt proper nerve signaling. In fact, one study published in Medical Hypothesis found a connection between nightshade vegetables and increased pain sensitivity in neuropathy patients. And tomatoes don't stop there. They're also highly acidic, which in some people can trigger restless leg symptoms, nighttime cramps, or a feeling of tightness in the feet or calves. Think back. Have you ever had a big bowl of pasta with tomato sauce? And then later that night, you experienced that weird tingling in your feet. Maybe a sharp jolt that woke you up at 3 a.m. You might have thought it was dehydration or aging, but for some, it's a reaction to the nightshades. Now, that doesn't mean tomatoes are dangerous for everyone. But if you're dealing with numbness, burning, or nerve sensitivity in your feet, and you eat tomatoes often, it may be worth experimenting. Try taking a 3-week break from tomatoes and pay close attention to your symptoms. You might be surprised. Need a swap? Instead of tomato-based sauces, try making a simple pumpkin seed pesto. It's packed with magnesium, known to help with nerve relaxation, and contains anti-inflammatory compounds that support nerve repair. Plus, it's delicious and doesn't leave your legs buzzing at night. Coming up next, we'll look at a vegetable that seems perfectly clean and healthy, but contains compounds that can block the minerals your nerves desperately need to function. And you may be eating it raw in your salad every day. Stay tuned. 3 peppers, the cramp catalysts. They're bright, crunchy, and add the perfect pop of color to your salad. Bell peppers, red, yellow, orange, green. They look innocent, but for many people dealing with nerve pain or nighttime leg cramps, these colorful veggies may be silently working against you. Here's why. Peppers are part of the nightshade family, just like tomatoes. That means they contain a chemical called solanine, a compound that can disrupt nerve signaling and muscle function, especially in people who are already struggling with neuropathy or inflammation. But peppers have another strike against them. They're also high in oxalates, natural compounds that bind to calcium and magnesium in your digestive tract, making those minerals harder for your body to absorb. And here's where it gets serious. Your nerves rely on magnesium for smooth communication. Your muscles need calcium to contract and relax properly. When these minerals get blocked, it can lead to twitching, numbness, and cramping, particularly at night. Ever had one of those Charlie horses that jolts you awake at 3 a.m.? You stretch or abuse, even jump out of bed trying to walk it off. And if your dinner included stuffed bell peppers, that might not be a coincidence. A study from the Journal of Musculoskeletal Pain found that over 60% of seniors who suffered regular night cramps experienced a noticeable reduction in symptoms after eliminating nightshade vegetables, including bell peppers. Now, to be clear, peppers aren't bad for everyone. But if you're over 50 dealing with tingling, cramping, or burning feet, and you're eating peppers often, it may be time to test a break. Try cutting them out for just 2 weeks and monitor your sleep and foot sensitivity. You may feel lighter, calmer, even more stable on your feet. Looking for a safe replacement? Portobello mushrooms are a smart swap. They're free from both solanine and oxalates rich in vitamin D and contain anti-inflammatory compounds that may support nerve regeneration. Coming up next, we'll pull all of this together and walk through the safer, smarter food choices that can help your feet feel better. Starting with one nutrient-rich leaf that's already in your fridge. Stay with me. So now you know not all vegetables are harmless. Potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers might seem healthy, but for people dealing with numbness, burning, or nighttime cramps, they can quietly make things worse. And that raises a new question. If these foods are causing harm, what should you be eating instead? What foods can actually help calm nerve inflammation, improve circulation, and repair the damage already done? You're about to find out. In the next section, we'll walk through the nerve-healing alternatives. Foods that are rich in the nutrients your nerves crave, leafy greens that feed your cells, healthy fats that reduce inflammation, and smart low glycemic swaps that support blood flow from the inside out. But before we jump into what helps, let's take a quick moment to review what hurts so you can lock it in and make smarter choices starting tonight. Let's take a moment to lock it all in. Potatoes may feel like comfort food, but their high starch content can spike your blood sugar, leading to slow, silent nerve damage, especially in your feet. Tomatoes carry hidden risks. With soline and high acidity, they can worsen nerve sensitivity, cramps, and nighttime discomfort. And peppers, as colorful as they are, contain compounds that block magnesium and calcium, two minerals your nerves and muscles desperately need. Without them, you're more likely to experience numbness, spasms, and restless legs at night. These foods might seem harmless, even healthy, but for those dealing with neuropathy or circulation issues, they could be making your symptoms worse. Now that you know what to avoid, the next step is clear. Let's explore the foods and nutrients that don't just avoid harm. They actually help your nerves heal. You might already have some of them in your kitchen. Let's take a look. If you're eating these 3 vegetables regularly and still feeling numbness, burning, or foot pain, it's time to rethink your plate. The good news, there are nerve-healing foods that can help. Studies out of Michigan medicine found that healthy fats like avocado and olive oil actually helped reverse nerve damage in mice. And antioxidants and leafy greens reduce inflammation and restore blood flow. In the next video, I'll show you exactly what to eat to support healthy feet and nerves, starting with one vitamin that 70% of people over 60 are missing. Click now. Your next step could change how your feet feel every single day. Conclusion. Your health journey starts with awareness, and now you have a clearer picture of how even healthy-looking vegetables like potatoes, tomatoes, and bell peppers can quietly contribute to nerve damage and worsening numbness. But there's hope. By making simple swaps and focusing on nerve-supportive nutrients and anti-inflammatory foods, you can actively reverse the effects, restore better circulation, and wake up with lighter, less painful steps. Start today by removing just one of these culprits from your